We start off this season with Eren contemplating on his dream of learning what is beyond the ocean. Skip this calm bullshit. We move on to the new settlement where the OG gang were made into the new Levi squad. That can be good. Eren shows off signs of PTSD as his new mates accepts nothing but a squeaky clean house. He's punished with having experiments with Hanji, which leave him looking like a fucked up Grim Reaper. Post-training, Hanji reveals that her buddy boy Nick's been tortured and murked, but before she can reveal more, Supreme Leader sent out an order for the squad to get the fuck out of there. Like the genius he is, predicted his arrest and a raid on the server corps. The gang dipped and began to strategize, figuring that the government is probably on their asses after Eren and Historia. The trick that persuades to capture Armin and John as body doubles, leading to Armin getting... Of course, Besgo Mikasa comes in clutch, fucking up all those scrubs and clearing their hideouts. Meanwhile, Levi's squad is chilling, tailing the real wagon before being rudely interrupted by Kenny's gang, who proceeded to blast the shit out of their heads before attempting to jump Levi. Of course, Levi being Levi, he dips and catches sight of Eren and Krista getting captured. Before he can proceed to fuck him up, he gets jumped one more time but manages to dip into a bar. Kenny jumps in like a cowboy wannabe before Levi blasts him the fuck out of there. With the head down, Levi proceeds to come here, and catches up with the wagon. He's about to save Eren's ass but is forced to save this bitch's ass instead, leading to Eren getting captured. Again. In the hideout, they managed to convince the merchant that fell in their trap to help trap the members of the military police to redeem himself, giving Hanji the opportunity to avenge her buddy boy Nikki whilst extracting intel. They managed to trick an officer into revealing that Rodriguez is the true hidden king, making Historia the heir to the throne. Oh yeah, redeemed merchant bro got slayed whilst his bitch son watched in fear. We get a quick flashback where we have Historia living on a farm with her slut of a mom who had once smacked the shit out of her just for disrupting her non-whole moments. The papa ends having none of that shit and pulls through, getting that whole slayed and giving Historia a new life and name. Hell no, get your ass out of here. We jump to Hanji big braining and figuring out that if Ross manages to have a Titan under his authority eat Eren, that Titan would inherit Eren's powers. Supreme Leader and General Big Sisso link up and formulate a plan in which Supreme Leader turns himself in along with some fathers whilst General Big Sisso works in the shadow. Due to being hunted, the gang is strategizing their next move, not before capturing these scrubs and stealing their gear in the process, along with their loyalty. Meanwhile, Reeves Jr., son of the late Reeves, is about to get his ass murked, but Hanji pulls through, saves his ass, and speaks some balls into him before taking him along to be used as bait. He manages to get these dumbasses to snitch on themselves in front of the residents of the area, right before Hanji jumps in and swoop bop the senior in the jaw. As Reeves Jr. takes his father's place, Supreme Leader is taken to be judged by this fake-ass king. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Whoever touched Supreme Leader finna die today! This pompous flew through the chest and plans to execute Erwin as a means to end the server corps. Not knowing that they are playing against a god, Supreme Leader pulls a 6D chess move on their asses and gets them to reveal their greed in front of the one and only Premier Zachary.
Oh, they're fucked now.
They are restrained and Supreme Leader is released as nature intended. The news spread and the server corps are made free men once more. Later on, Hanji reveals that 5 years ago, before murking his side bitch, Rodriguez's family got murked in a supposed fire, but due to the damage the building suffered, she suspects that a Titan might have been involved. We then shifts back to what looks like forced BDSM. That's when it's revealed how Eren gained his power.
He jumped his daddy's.
Rod reveals Grisha pulled through one night, busted out his big uncle mode and proceeded to overpower Rod's weapon, and without getting distracted like Eren, he turned that hole before proceeding to split, squish the others except this plot armor-filled rats. Whilst that's happening, the Levi squad prepares to invade the area whilst Kenny's squad stands guard. The cops big brain and use various sources of smoke to sneak and proceed to slap, pow! Deeper in the sanctum, Historia is initially against eating Eren, but we're gonna get new powers. Say less. This unloyal bitch is willing to eat her homie, but that's when Kenny pulls through and proceeds to make Rod his bitch and trying to speak sense into this disloyal hole. She's still being a dumb bitch, so Kenny says "I bitch" and gives Eren the opportunity to transform, earning himself the title of real nigga. Disloyal Historia is down to transform and proceeds to ask Eren to square up. Eren says, "Nah, you my homie, dumbass," returning her to her senses. Rod is salty and licks the cup off the ground, summoning Granddaddy Meats. His meat is too big to fit, causing the place to crumble. Eren is freed and with some motivation and drugs, he unlocks Hard Daddy mode. The squad is saved, but it's time to take off this monstrosity. Man's too hot to attack with gear, so Eren tries to use disses, failing miserably. As a last result, Eren shoves TNT down their throat to an end to the menace. Oh, by the way, Kenny and Levi had a final convo in which Kenny gave Levi some Titan juice before passing away. I said shut the fuck up! With Rod gone, after switching allegiances more than one can count, Historia was crowned queen. Over time, Eren practices his hardening, and with Hanji's help, they even managed to build a Titan guillotine. With all the requirements met and all respect gained, the Servicops prepared to head out to plug Marius hole once and for all, and Supreme Leader received the public love his magnificent soul deserved. They head on a path to Maria with Raina and Bertolt awaiting their arrival. Whilst moving through the night, the cops run into some Titans, but they don't do none cause they need that beauty sleep. The cops make it to Shiganshina by daybreak, and Eren proceeds to unleash his hard daddy mode, sealing the outer gate. Armin determines the enemy is nearby due to use pots and cups, pulls off a mega brain and gets the enemies out in the wall. Trusting his chibi version, Supreme Leader halts the mission and starts the game of hide and seek. After a while, an unfortunate fodder finds the hiding spots before getting shagged by Reiner, who tries attacking Armin, but Levi's like 9 and fucks him so bad he can't move for a while, even in his Titan form. That's when Beast Boy spawns along with his gang, blocking the exit, making this a battle to the death. A game of chess ensues as Beast Boy launches a horde, targeting the horses in hopes to trap the Servicops. Supreme Leader splits his forces into the horse defense squad and the fuck up Reiner forces. Reiner tries dipping over the walls and...
What? Are you scared to face him?
Pussy. The fuck? Nigga, you got me fucked up. They come face to face and start throwing hands. Reiner tries to start grabbing shit, but Ernie didn't have none of that shit and lands a 1,000,000% smash! He still ain't done and proceeds to pow pow pow, revealing this nigga's ugly mug. Enraged, Reiner manages to catch Eren by the foot and swing him around like a yo-yo. With Eren on the ground, Reiner tries mounting Eren. Yo, pause nigga. Oh shit, my bad. Eren manages to free himself, but before the battle can continue, the fuck up Reiner forces jump him and repeatedly penetrate him with Hanji's missiles and boom. After getting fucked so hard, Reiner screams for his boo Bertolt once more. The cops dip because this nigga about to blow this joint up, and surprisingly, he turns to Reiner before having a screaming match with Armin. The fuck did you say? I said fuck you and your Kurapika ripoff looking ass. Oh yeah? Well, at least I'm clapping at his ass every night. You fucking... Having had enough, Big Daddy meets nuke mode is unleashed, bringing the flames of hell with it. Meanwhile, on the horse defense squad side, Levi and his minions deal with the attacking Titans when...
Plot armor!
Beast Boy keeps playing this fucked up version of baseball and bowling, raising a chunk of the Servicops. Returning to the now fucked up Bertolt forces, Eren tries wrestling Big Daddy Meat, who then proceeds to kick that fool in his place. And as if shit couldn't get worse, that's when this nigga Chunky decides to wake up from his coma. Shifting back to the broken corpse, Levi suggests to sacrifice himself, but Supreme Leader knows that Fangirls won't accept that and decides to sacrifice himself instead. Supreme Leader gives his last speech and manages to convince his troops to charge into death behind him. And with that...
Come on, man, you gotta finish.
I can't, man. Supreme Leader.
Come on, nigga, clutch.
The cops get utterly crushed, boosting Levi's power level to let him
Sla, 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 sla. Futon, Slukupachi star jutsu. Sla, 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 sla.
Nope.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Back to the fucked up squad, Armin plans to use his best girl support skills to help Eren take on Bertolt whilst the others fuck up Reiner. Seeing these niggas trying to jump him, Reiner tries to dip, but Mikasa cuts that shit short and proceeds to drill him once more, blasting him out of that shit. On the one of those side, they're about to set their plan into motion when Eren's dumbass trips. On his own, Armin pulls off a Supreme Leader level of chest and lets himself get roasted like a piece of charcoal, just so his boy Eren can get a chance to rip this nigga out of his Big Daddy mode. Eren is about to get jumped by Zeke, but with God mode Levi on his ass, Zeke abandons Bertolt, fuck this nigga's name, but manages to steal Reiner. With Zeke gone, Levi is faced with an ordeal. Save Supreme Leader Erwin or his chibi form Armin. After some inner conflicts, during which Mikasa and Eren act like some entitled brats, Levi chooses to have Armin inherit Bertolt's power instead, freeing Supreme Leader from his hell once and for all. Armin regains consciousness and is informed of everything from his new power to the fact that there are only 9 Servicops that remain. With that, a small group sets out to reveal the mystery in the basement. They come across 3 hidden books, which they take back to the inner walls with them as their work comes with cheers and praises. Through the books, we are taken into a flashback from the perspective of Chibi Grisha. Turns out, there are relatively advanced civilizations masked behind the walls. Grisha resided in Mali, where he'd get punished for leaving the slums of Eldian descent were forced into. The Eldians are the descendants of the OG Titan Emil Fritz and are composed of the residents of Paradise Paradis, the island where the land between the walls exists, whilst those in the civilizations face racism on a constant basis. After the murder of his little sister through police brutality, he had enough bullshit and joined a secret society of audience founded by the Owl, which was where he met Dina Fritz, the last royal found outside Paradis, and managed to slip in her heart, but he didn't stop there, ending up with their boy Zeke.
Mega Chad.
They brainwashed their son, trying to sneak him into the Mali program in which the cream of the crop were to inherit the Titan powers. But Zeke was having none of that shit and proceeded to snitch on their asses. The entire society is punished with exile on Paradis as Titans. Through this, we see some familiar faces. Hey, remember Santa? And also, turns out that the mother-eating Titan was Erin's stepmom? I guess she wasn't cool with Grisha moving on. As Grisha's turn arrived, the Owl in disguise saved his ass before giving a magnificent display of Titan prowess. After fucking up the rest of the guard, the Owl frees Grisha and reveals himself to be Erin Kruger. After some dispute on the morality of his actions, the Owl prepares to hand down his power to Grisha, revealing the lifespans of Titan shifters being a maximum of 13 years. Erin, having recorded all this information through dreams, reveals it to Mikasa, who refuses to accept it as a fact. After Erin and Mikasa serve their prison sentence for disobeying Levi, humanity manages to wipe out all the Titans from not only Wall Maria, but outside her too, leading to an expedition to the ocean in which Erin mutters the iconic words, "I'm gonna fuck up everyone across this ocean." And with that, we've reached the end of Attack on Titan Season 3. What awaits the residents of Paradis across the ocean? Find out in the next episode, coming out probably soon. I don't know when.